Just for a moment, take a deep breath and gently notice that everything you need to create lasting change is already inside you, just waiting to be uncovered. Imagine, just for a second, that you're about to embark on a journey where new beliefs and ideas can flow into your mind effortlessly and naturally, like a gentle stream of positive change. Every word, every idea, every suggestion is simply a gentle nudge guiding you to greater understanding, greater self-awareness, and the incredible realization that you've always had the power to transform your life. And as you listen and allow yourself to focus on each moment, notice how your mind becomes more open, more receptive to the shifts and changes happening within you. This is just the beginning. And as you begin to notice, you'll realize you're already beginning to see things differently. You're beginning to feel a sense of curiosity, wonder and excitement, even as you allow this to unfold at a pace that feels comfortable for you. You see, sometimes we get so caught up in what we think others expect of us, in the way we've been taught to act or believe, that we forget to listen to ourselves. But that's okay, because now we can simply open up to new possibilities. You might begin to notice, as you become aware of these patterns, your mind automatically starts to relax into the idea that you can let go of them because they no longer serve you. You're starting to realize the more you examine your beliefs, the more you uncover those hidden patterns of thought, behaviour and emotion that have been guiding you for so long. Patterns that are now ready to change. And isn't it fascinating that right now, your unconscious mind is already beginning to shift? It's easy to notice how these changes can feel like small shifts, like when the wind whispers softly through the trees, ever so gentle, guiding you towards a new direction. When you begin to examine your beliefs, you'll start to notice the ones that no longer serve you. They simply fade into the background, leaving space for new empowering beliefs to take root. Beliefs that are aligned with your true self. You might even notice, as if for the first time, your emotions, your intuition, your feelings, those very parts of you that might have felt suppressed in the past, are now ready to be acknowledged, to be felt, to be expressed. And the more you allow that, the more you can embrace those parts of yourself that have always been there, waiting for you to listen. It's almost as if you've been carrying a heavy bag for years, and now, with each passing moment, you're beginning to realize you can set it down, effortlessly. You can feel a lightness or release, and you can see how much easier it is to simply embrace who you are, without the need to suppress your true self anymore. And isn't it interesting how, as you open up to these new possibilities, you begin to see just how much you've been living according to what others expect. Perhaps you're noticing your real true self, your authentic self. It isn't bound by those old patterns. Instead, you're realizing the more you listen to your feelings, your intuition, the more connected you become to your inner wisdom. You start to see it's actually easy to trust yourself, to honour your own needs, and to set aside those old beliefs, the ones told you to just push through, ignore and keep going. You see, it's so much easier than you thought to start making new choices. And as you make those new choices, you might notice how, step by step, you begin to feel more empowered, more in control, more alive. You're not just going through the motions anymore, are you? You're now taking charge of your own experience, feeling a sense of clarity, purpose and joy as you move forward, knowing you have the ability to choose what serves you and what doesn't. Now imagine how your life could look as you continue to embrace your feelings and intuition, how you can trust yourself, trust your emotions, trust your beliefs. Feel how, just in this moment, you're beginning to realize your emotions, they're guiding you to more of who you're meant to be. Your beliefs are becoming aligned with that deeper truth. And the more you lean into those positive, empowering beliefs, the more your life begins to open in new and exciting ways. Perhaps you're already starting to feel that shift in your body, as if each breath you take is bringing in more clarity, more light, more connection to your true self. It's as though you're becoming more and more aware of how your feelings are no longer something to fear, but something to embrace. Your feelings, they now guide you towards your growth, helping you to make decisions with ease and confidence. Isn't that amazing? And the more you begin to trust this process, the more effortless it becomes. The more you allow yourself to let go of old patterns, the more space you create for new beliefs to flourish. You start to feel a deeper sense of trust in yourself because you know you've always had the answers inside you, and now you're simply learning to listen to them as they guide you towards your highest potential. And you might notice how easy it is now to simply recognize when old patterns no longer serve you. You may even find it amusing that the old beliefs, the ones that used to control you, they now seem so distant, almost irrelevant. As they fade away, the new beliefs, the ones that support your growth, your joy, your authenticity, they begin to take root. They grow effortlessly, like seeds planted in fertile soil, blossoming in their own time. And the most powerful thing of all is how as you begin to trust and follow your feelings, your intuition, your emotions, you begin to realize this has always been the path to greater fulfillment, greater joy, and greater connection with yourself and with the world around you. You always had the ability to create this shift, to embrace these changes, to align yourself with your true self. Now just imagine how amazing it will feel to continue this process day by day, moment by moment, allowing yourself to let go of the old and embrace the new. Each step you take brings you closer to the fullest expression of who you are. And every time you trust yourself, trust your emotions, trust your intuition, you're stepping into more of your true power, your true essence. And as this process unfolds, you may notice just how effortlessly your new beliefs, they're becoming a natural part of who you are. You're becoming more and more aligned with your true self, more empowered, more confident, more free. And the beauty of it is, you don't have to force it. It's happening naturally, easily, and beautifully, because you're now in sync with your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, and your beliefs. You're truly coming home to yourself. And as you continue to move forward, you can be assured this transformation is ongoing, ever present, and deeply fulfilling. You're on a path that's uniquely yours. And with each passing day, you're becoming more of the person you've always been meant to be. Isn't that extraordinary? And as you continue to relax into this moment, it becomes clearer and clearer that the more you explore the deepest layers of your mind, the more you begin to see how simple it is to create new empowering beliefs. And as you open yourself to this process, you might even begin to notice, as if for the first time, that these new beliefs, they're not just ideas, they're real, tangible experiences that shift your entire perspective on life. And with each passing moment, your mind is naturally absorbing these new truths, like a sponge soaking up only the purest, most refreshing waters. Because it's not just about thinking differently, is it? It's about feeling differently. It's about allowing yourself to fully embrace the experience of knowing that everything you ever needed is already here. Your true, authentic self, and all its wisdom and clarity, it's always been within you, simply waiting to be recognized. So imagine just for a moment, that every belief you ever held was like a thread woven in the fabric of your life. And now, as you allow yourself to see this clearly, you begin to notice some threads, some beliefs, that no longer serve you. They're frayed, worn, and tired. And as you begin to examine those old patterns you've perhaps carried for years, you can feel how easy it is to gently untangle them, letting them slip away effortlessly. Each belief, each old pattern, begins to dissolve and transform. You're simply letting go. And the beauty of this process is, as you release what no longer serves you, you open yourself to the possibility of embracing new, empowering beliefs. Beliefs that are perfectly aligned with who you are today, right now. These new beliefs come in easily, naturally, like the gentle flow of a river moving downstream. effortlessly carrying you along with it. They don't need to be forced. They don't need to be pushed. They simply are. And as they enter your consciousness, they begin to shape your reality in ways that feel entirely natural, completely in tune with your highest purpose. Isn't it fascinating how these new beliefs, they're already beginning to create new pathways, new connections in your mind? It's almost as if the moment you decide to open up to this possibility, your mind begins to automatically and effortlessly rewire itself. You might feel a subtle shift, a lightness in your body, as though you're shedding layers of an old skin, ready to step into a new, more empowered version of yourself. Now just think for a moment. How does it feel to know that you are already in the process of releasing limiting beliefs? How does it feel to know the more you trust the process, the more easily you step into the fullness of who you are? Can you sense how it feels when those old limiting patterns no longer have a hold on you, and instead new empowering beliefs take their place? Can you sense how natural it is to trust that everything you need to create lasting change is already available to you? As you continue to embrace this process, you may begin to notice, ever so gently, that your beliefs are shifting in ways that feel exciting, energizing and freeing. There's a calm, effortless confidence that begins to settle deep within you. As you realize you can trust your emotions, your intuition, your true feelings, you're no longer bound by the expectations of others. Instead, you're free to express yourself authentically, without fear, without hesitation. As these beliefs take root, it becomes clear you no longer need to suppress your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings. They're not something to fear or avoid. They're the very signals that guide you towards the life that you always wanted to create. They're your inner compass, showing you the way to greater clarity, greater purpose and greater joy. Feel how, in this moment, your feelings, they're no longer a source of conflict, but a source of wisdom. Notice how, as you begin to listen more closely to your inner world, you start to recognize the depth of your own insight, the clarity of your own purpose. You might even notice how, every time you listen to your emotions, you become more aligned with who you're meant to be. Isn't it extraordinary how simple it can be to allow your emotions to guide you, rather than push them aside or suppress them? And the more you allow this process to unfold, the more you begin to trust in your own abilities. You start to see how the belief in your own power, your own wisdom, and your own potential becomes more and more real with each passing moment. Your mind effortlessly begins to align itself with your deepest desires and goals. Every step you take is infused with this new sense of self-awareness, self-trust, and self-love. Can you feel, in the depths of your being, how empowering it is to know that the old patterns are dissolving, like fog clearing in the early morning sun? As those patterns dissipate, the new empowering beliefs emerge effortlessly. These new beliefs, these truths about yourself, they're grounded in your emotions, your intuition, your inner wisdom. They're not abstract ideas. They're part of your being, your truth, your essence. And notice how, with each belief you release, there's more space, more openness, more freedom to embrace the beliefs that support your growth, your happiness, and your deepest desires. You're no longer confined by the old habits, old stories, or old limitations. Instead, you're free to create the life you desire, moment by moment, breath by breath. It's almost as if you're beginning to realize that by simply allowing yourself to feel, to trust, and to embrace your own wisdom, you're already making the shift towards a new, more empowered way of being. As you continue to allow this transformation to unfold, you'll find it feels so natural, so easy, so right. And as these new beliefs take root, the world will begin to reflect the changes that are happening within you. You'll start to notice how things just seem to align, how opportunities present themselves effortlessly, how everything seems to fall into place as if by magic. But it's not magic. It's simply the power of your beliefs, your emotions, and your intuition working in harmony to create the life you've always wanted. The more you trust this process, the more you'll see just how powerful you truly are. With every passing moment, you'll begin to realize you're always and will always be in control of your own reality.